I have a question. Have you ever wondered? Does time ever stop, or are we just in a continuous loop that never ends? How is the understanding and concept of time so elusive yet so definite? Why do we always think that we have more of time only for it to realize that it's passed by so quickly? I came across an interesting quote from an author and blogger, John Green, that said, "One day you're 17 and you're planning for some day. And then quietly, without you ever realizing or noticing, some day is today. And then some day is yesterday, and this is your life." This quote resonates with me, how we often put off our dreams and hopes for some time in future, thinking that we'd get back to it. It could be a dream to write a blog, start working out, write a book, or say I love you more to a loved one. I'd like to remind myself, and anyone who cares to listen, that there's no better time than now. There's a famous Chinese proverb that says, "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today." As I mulled over this proverb and did an introspection, I was inspired to reflect on stories and of the lives of others to glean lessons that I could apply to my own life. I read biographies and autobiographies. I listened to different speeches and teachings. I came across a fascinating story about a controversial life. A life about a man that you may or may not know. And through the lessons from his life, albeit controversial, and also the lessons of the others that I'd read and learned, I arrived at 4 key lessons. Robert Oppenheimer, said to be the father of the atomic bomb, held company with some of the greatest names in history today, like Albert Einstein. So much potential, yet went to the grave with so much still left in him to give. Miles Monroe said, "One of the greatest tragedies in life is to watch potential die untapped." This brought me to my first lesson, and that is this: the value of time. Benjamin Franklin said, "You may delay, but time will not." It was said that Oppenheimer's leadership of the Manhattan Project was described as one who had the uncanny ability to cut through the noise and get to the heart of the problem. Yet, at the end of his life, he failed to cut out the most important noise, and that was the noise of his life and destiny. His good friend Freeman Dyson said, Oppenheimer had the inability to sit still and see things through, that despite his incredible talent, his want for fame and politics distracted him from his true calling, which he thought was physics. Full of regret of what he had created on his deathbed, he realized that he had given his life to the wrong thing. He started remarkable discoveries, but would not finish, thinking that he would complete it later, but he never got around to it. Rather, those he worked with and mentored received the accolades that he would have received because they went to finish what he started. And this taught me the very valuable second lesson, and that is this: finish. Finish what you start. Finish it while you still have strength to do it. On his deathbed, he knew that he could have been and done so much more if he had just moved differently. And this got me thinking about how many things I'd started and left halfway because I thought I'd get back to it later. But it doesn't matter, because I am encouraged that I'm still here to pursue the projects and see them through. So I have this question for you. What's holding you back? Miles Monroe said that as long as there's life, there's still hope. There's still hope. And I'm here to tell you that you've got this. You have got this. And this is the third lesson that I want to share with you today. That every day is a new day. Today is a new day. Keep going. Keep moving. There are many who would have done anything to be in your position today, to do things differently. They would have done anything to breathe the breath that you breathe today. It's not over. It's not too late. It's not about age. It's not about how old you are. It's not about how young you are. It doesn't matter whether you're a middle-aged person. It doesn't matter if you're starting over or if you feel like you've lost everything. Whatever stage and age you're at, you can use that as a launch pad for your destiny. You only need to believe and you only need to dream. Creation earnestly awaits for you to show up and show out. What are you waiting for? What's your conviction? King Solomon, the wisest man who lived, said, "The race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor the bread to the wise, nor riches to the intelligent, nor favor to those with knowledge, but time and chance happen to them all." I'm going to say that again. Time and chance happen to them all. Art Batwell said, "Whether it's the best of times or whether it's the worst of times, it's the only time that we've got. Listen, it's your time. The fact that you're here today, that's the reason why it's your time. You have something that the world needs today. You have something that the world will need tomorrow. Yes, it's gonna be hard. Yes, it may be hard right now. Yes, it may seem impossible. Yes, the odds may be stacked up against you. Yes, there may be opposition facing you from every side, but it's not over. I heard a saying from Les Brown, where he quotes Willie Jolly, who said that a setback is a setup for your comeback. Your setback is a setup for your comeback. Use your setback as a launch pad for your destiny, for your comeback. You are alive, and that's all that counts. You've got this stuff. And that leads me to the final lesson and the fourth one, which is this: don't disqualify yourself. Don't disqualify yourself, even if life and the people around you have disqualified you. Don't disqualify yourself. Les Brown said, "Perception, not challenge, will become real for you." So I dare you to challenge the perceptions that people have around you. Don't accept them. Don't disqualify yourself. You know, the human brain is so remarkable that everything from as far back as conception is recorded in you, and you could recall if you knew how. You could reprogram your life, because neurogenesis gives your brains new pathways and neurons every single day, which means your body and brain was created to give you a fresh start every single day. Every single day is a new day. Don't disqualify yourself. I'm reminded of the scripture that says that His mercies are new every day. And if you fall short today and you make it tomorrow, remember this, that every day is a new day.